once said, "Freedom makes a huge requirement of every human being. With freedom comes responsibility. For the person who is unwilling to grow up, the person who does not want to carry his own weight, this is a frightening prospect." 2 years ago, if you had asked my parents to describe my personality, they would tell you that I was untidy, lazy, and a procrastinator. And they were right. Going away to college and being on my own has helped me realize the truth of who I was and forced me to make some changes, taking on new personality traits. My goal to finish school has become my main objective, and it didn't take long to realize that the responsibility is key to my future. In my quest for an education, it is who I've become. Along with all my responsibilities in college, I've also learned in order to be a successful student, I also have to be hardworking. Even with all my new responsibilities, I still find the time to be socially active. Moving out on my own in the college world has shown me that responsibility is something I cannot back away from. Managing my time wisely has been the catapult to success as a young person on my own. Without my parents speaking over my shoulders, reminding me constantly that I have assignments due as they did in high school, I now realize that I'm responsible for my own grades and getting assignments turned in on time. As a college student, expenses can add up, from groceries to eating out, from utility bills to tuition. Although thinking about it stresses me out, I've learned that I have to budget my money if I want to stay in college. I've become a hardworking young man since I've moved away from home. Hard work was instilled in me at a very young age. Although I shied away from it in my teenage years, I'm realizing that it is who I am. I work every chance I get to put money in the bank. I am not a stranger to hard work, and I've worked for a forester during summer months, walking through deep woods, chopping down invasive popcorn trees, and sometimes killing poisonous snakes. Cleaning my apartment is harder work than working for the forester. I understand now why my parents used to preach about keeping everything clean as you go. Trust me, the first few months I lived in college, my apartment looked like a hoarder's house, and I'm sure you can guess how hard it is to clean that mess up. Studying is also something that requires hard work and attention. I've learned that without taking the time to study, I will not be able to stay in school, therefore I work really hard at it. I know you're wondering how I have time for anything else other than school, but I believe that being socially active is one thing that keeps me going. I'm a member of a fraternity, which gave me the opportunity to meet many new faces as I began college. The fraternity is a social-based program that allows us to have gatherings and bring college students closer together with fun activities. In college, there are many things you can do to be social, whether it's going out in the town or going to social events. Early on in college was when I most picked up on my social personality. In order for me to meet girls and find game day dates for all the home games, I had to turn into a social butterfly. It wasn't easy for me to get out of my comfort zone when I left home, but I'm sure glad I did it because it made my experience in college much more better. To wrap things up, at the end of the week, I attend church with my friends. I've been socially active within the church, whether it be a youth group or a prayer group. Getting involved in a church was a great way for me to reach out and meet new people. Now you understand how not only my lifestyle has changed, but also my personalities have changed. Throughout my past 2 years in college, I've turned into a responsible, hardworking, and social active young man. As Eleanor Roosevelt said, "With freedom comes responsibility. For the person who is unwilling to grow up, the person who does not want to carry his own weight is a frightening prospect." Looking back on that quote, I now realize that I have grown up and have taken on all new responsibility traits in order to become a successful and altogether better student.
That was good. Good job.
Thank you.